What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745, and this picture basically sums up everything that's happened with stamina, starting with the nerf to our bonuses, which has led to where we are now, which is absolute zero, ground zero, the end of days, the boiling point, as far as stamina and PvP. So I'm going to go on a tirade in this one, and while I'm doing that, I'll show you why PvP is basically ruined. I swear that each season, or at least when there's a major change, it comes to my mind that this is the least fun PvP has ever been, or PvP's never been ruined like this before, and then somehow they manage to top it every time. So in part, maybe they deserve a kudos for that, because just when you think it can't get any worse, here we go again. Here we go again on our own. Going down the only road we've ever known. Like a drifter, I was born to walk alone. But anyways, let's go ahead and kick off the debuff festivities. Just to give you a backstory here, a little while ago, Playdom decided that stamina should be an important part of battle. As if to say, superheroes, they constantly get tired. They just cannot put up a fight. So let's go ahead and take all the stamina away from bonuses and severely cut it. It wasn't like a nerf. It was tons of stamina to very little stamina. It even made us had to change our ISO 8 builds, which of course costed silver, and we still don't have a group boss, so many of us can't train. But just even leaving that part out, from that moment on, you actually did run out of stamina, especially on certain characters. Not a terrible issue, and one that was able to be dealt with, but there are actually characters like Deadpool that, if you didn't give him some stamina, he couldn't even pull off his level 9 after doing his other moves to set it up. He would have to rest, completely ruining the flow. But that wasn't nearly enough for them. They thought they should add some stamina drain items to the game. Okay, stamina drain's getting really viable now. The Spirit Blade, any sort of absorb, straining, and a few characters as well. Even the signpost. I won't go through the entire list, but you get the picture. It was actually usable, and it could cause some problems for the opponent. In fact, there were times when stamina decided the battle. Maybe you had to rest at a really crucial time. All of that was totally reasonable. It may be a little annoying, but it made sense and it was acceptable. Then came this Tactician costume. They thought that a costume that drained stamina with every debuff action was a good idea. Post-stamina nerf. You already got a glimpse first match, but take a look at this. My agent's coming up next, right after Spitfire. Currently we have a pretty simple build with it. The Psyche Operator, a free action. Guess what? That drains between 500 and 600 stamina on most agents. The Lunacy, it already was bad, but now you get an upfront 500 to 600 stamina drain. And finally, you can even use the Smothering Shadow, powerful dots, and another 500 to 600 stamina gone. Okay, sometimes it goes down to as low as 400, but you get the idea. Pay attention and all. He won't get a single action this entire match. Not one. The only reason the agent's getting one is because the signpost is extremely cheap. It doesn't take much stamina to use. And that's going to give him a little bit, but even then he has to recharge. So yeah, you may get to use the signpost. Well, with this build, we have a better one coming up. We'll get into that rant in a second. Fortunately, he procced an extra turn. In the future, we'll have to make sure that he can't even use that signpost. Oh, and by the way, the Spirit Blade is actually a pretty nice thing to put into this build as well. And I tried it after the experiment. I like it better, but I thought to myself, you know what? All these agents with the Tactician costume, they're selling it short. It's any debuff action. And guess what? You can use multiple free actions. So yes, you could potentially load up on free action items and drain more and more stamina. I'll show you my build. We'll cut in with that right after this match. Honestly, at this point, I thought, why stop the ridiculousness? Let's pump it up. Max that level out. We're going to stack free actions. But meanwhile, keep watching Null. We hit him with some more stamina drain. Then we're going to use the experiment. Like I said, the experiment is pretty nice. I like it. But it's no Lunacy. The Lunacy is a quick action that applies straining It's going to take all that stamina away, and it's just overall really solid. But certainly any quick action debuff's going to work in this role. Quick action debuffs aren't really hard to come by, so you should be solid if you never want to lose again, outside of getting your agent killed in the first turn, or before his action. If you get an action with him, you should be golden. Okay, maybe people will place Blue Marvel or characters like that on defense. I'd like to see it. But we're not going to get into all the counters or... Really, I'm not even worried about them, to be honest. Let's just enjoy this insanity that Playdom has wrought on us. For anyone who may think that this isn't a big deal, well, there's going to be plenty more videos after this. But check out my double free action build. And by the way, Knight America, not important. I was just making a video about him, and he's a solid character, but when it's stamina drain versus stamina drain, that's basically all that matters. Honestly though, if you can't tell, I'm almost over the deep end. This issue has really pushed me to the edge. PvP is absolutely awful to play. Not even being able to act with your characters, and in this capacity, that may be an all-time low. I'd rather be killed by Blade and Spitfire, at least it's fast. It gets it over with. But this never-ending loop is so ludicrous. That's actually what I named the video file. I saved it as ludicrous. And we aren't talking about the rapper. Now there are some teams out there that the Psyche Operator won't hit. You have to determine that. But the Menacing Pulse, well, that's another free action debuff. And I like it for this. So go ahead and throw that out there. There's another negative 400 stamina. 2 free actions. But hey, we still get a quick action. So here's our Lunacy. Following that, the Smothering Shadow. Another debuff. Now I would be absolutely shocked if anyone on that opposing team got a single action. He can't even use his signpost. It's over for the agent. And no one else on their team will be taking a turn either. You better believe that. So there it is, the new really fun strategy in PvP. It's great. You may even want to take out the Techno-Organic Endoskeleton and try another free action debuff. That would be pretty awesome. Let's get everyone using it. I'm sorry if this isn't popular, but it's absolutely ruined PvP for me. And that's all I'm going to say about it right now. There's going to be more on it though, just in a more matter-of-fact way, rather than a long-winded rant. I'm going to pretty much use it until they nerf it, and I hope everyone else does as well. Congratulations on your wins. That's it for this one, but thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Then until next time, good luck, and take care.